All right, we are live. Welcome, 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 welcome to the stream. French Fries is just harassing me in the Discord, telling me I got to get on stream tonight. So you all can thank French Fries in the chat for the reason you have this stream. Figured why not. I just finished uploading my main event prediction, so I'll release that at the end of this stream. I will release that. And I'll release that at the end of the stream. You guys will be the first to see it. My prediction for Thiago Santos versus Jamal Hill will be out at the end of the stream. I don't know how long I'm going to do. Alex still doesn't have a badge next to his name. He's slacking. I'm going to have to start skipping his questions now. I'm kidding. But here I am. I just threw a title together as quick as possible. So we don't have to stick to the title, but I put Sean O'Malley versus Petr Yan, Charles Oliveira, Islam Makhachev, UFC 280. I just threw something up there really quick. And we don't necessarily have to stick to that. I don't know any information. I don't know any more news that's recently come out. James Krause announced his retirement. I thought he was retired. Roberto Soldic parts ways with KSW, signs with one championship. I haven't had a chance to read anything about that. There's been some talk in the Discord about that. Yeah, so I really don't know what that's all about. I'll have to look into that. But I'm really just here to talk to you guys, build the community we have here. Do me a favor if you haven't already liked the stream. I would greatly appreciate that if you did that for me. Aspen Ladd's out. Who really cares about Aspen Ladd versus Sarah McMahon? I certainly do not. Yeah, so I'm looking at MMA fighting right now. I really don't see anything. But we have plenty of stuff from the past to specifically talk about. Or recent, you know what I mean? We can talk about Pena calling for the trilogy. Oh, who wants to see that? I certainly don't. I certainly don't want to see that at all. Let's go Tapology. Let's see what's on the card this week. I'm not even sure 100% what's on the card. I know Terrence McKinney's on the card. Vicente Luque, Jeff Neal's the co-main. Maybe I'll try to do a prediction for that. Honestly, I probably won't. I got other stuff I got to do, and I might slack a little bit. But, yeah, the main event prediction will be out tonight. But as always, fill the chat with questions. Don't forget to like the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. And let's get into it. What is up, French Fries? The man who asked for the stream. This is the man that caused the stream tonight. I was not planning on streaming. It's only 10 o'clock. I'll probably go for about an hour or so. And then I'm going to bed at a reasonable hour now that I have my main event prediction done. Yo, Joe, do more than an hour tonight. Gotta eat, then I'll be on stream. And we'll see. Hurry up and eat. What's up, Alex? What's up, Blaze One Sports? What's up, Mr. Dinosaur Diarrhea himself? I keep forgetting. Give me till tonight. Yeah, I did. It's no big deal. I was just messing around with you. Justin Gaethje or Dustin Poirier in a rematch? I'd probably take Gaethje. I think I'd take Gaethje. I think he'd be more methodical in a rematch. I think he's changed since that first fight. What chances do you give Marvin to beat Whittaker? I would give Marvin about a 25%, 30% chance of beating Whittaker. Something along those lines. I think I favor Whittaker heavily. It's crazy. That's right around the corner. That is absolutely right around the corner, which is just, where's the time going? What do you think about one championship fighters in comparison to UFC? Honestly, because of the time difference and the time the events are on, I haven't watched a lot of one. So I'm of the belief there's a lot of great fighters outside of the UFC, but it's just the depth of the talent in other organizations isn't as deep as the UFC. Do you think Prime Ronda could beat Valentina now? Absolutely not. I actually thought Valentina was going to be the one to dethrone her for the longest time. Any picks for Dana White's Contender Series tomorrow? Marshall, my best bet. I don't even know who's fighting. Honestly, I swore off Contender Series after last week. So I really don't even know who's fighting, to be quite honest. Let's see. I can't even find it on Tapology. Yeah, I don't even know who's fighting tomorrow. Do you think O'Malley versus Yan is Sean's easiest path to the belt, considering the alternative two or three more hard fights? I understand the logic behind it. The answer is yes and no, because Petr Yan is a very difficult matchup. But I like his chances to beat Petr Yan more than I like his chances to, beat like a Rob Font, then Marlon Vera in a rematch, then a Petr Yan, if that makes sense. The chances of him beating one just at the top of the division opponent rather than having to fight 3 fights, you know what I mean? The chances of him winning 1 fight rather than 3 are far more likely to happen. So yes, but at the same time, it's the worst possible matchup for him. I don't want to see a terrible display of striking. Thanks, French Fries, for creating the stream. Yeah, everybody thank French Fries in the chat. Hot take, Marvin beats Whittaker, I think. Yeah, I think you're one of the very few saying that, Pav. Why are they giving McKinney a complete can if he already has good UFC wins, unless they plan turning him around in a month? I don't really think it's a can. Who's he fighting? Gonzalez, right? Something like that? Eric Gonzalez. Yeah, I don't think Eric Gonzalez is a can. He lost to Jim Miller, but I think he's all right. I think Eric Gonzalez will lose, but I don't think he's a can. I think that's an okay opponent for Terrence McKinney. But I get what you're saying, because you're thinking of the Drew Dober fight. He just fought Drew Dober. Now he's fighting Eric Gonzalez. He stepped in on short notice to fight Drew Dober. Prime Romero, Prime Silva. I'm very high on both of those guys. I'll go Prime Silva, though. Purely out of bias. Does Rockhold fight for the belt if he beats Costa? Most likely, yes. Most likely. Can I get a birthday shout out? Dude, you're always saying weird stuff like that. I don't even trust that name. You're just making up shit, dude. Just calm down with that stuff. I can't stand that. What's up, Charlie? What's going on? If Romero fought Marvin, what are the chances for both? I think Romero definitely beats Marvin Vettori. Maybe if it's a 5-round fight, maybe Marvin could outpace him and finish him in the later rounds. I think Yoel would probably fly and knee KO him in the 2nd or 3rd round. Let me move this a little bit so I can read better. Listen to Josh Big John podcast today. They were trashing the Bellator, i.e. the Bellator rankings. What do you think about the rankings? The Bellator rankings are garbage for sure. I don't even know how they come up with those, but I think the UFC's rankings are garbage as well. So I'm surprised to hear them say anything bad about Bellator. So that's actually rather shocking to me that they're trashing Bellator in any way, shape, or form, because they are both absolute Bellator shills. But what they're saying is probably accurate. What they're saying is almost definitely accurate. Let me put it that way. I actually got to finish up this. So let's boom, replace background. Thiago Santos versus Jamal Hill. Okay, all I had to do was my thumbnail for my main event prediction video. It's uploaded and everything. It's ready. It's good to go. All I had to do was my thumbnail. So I'm just quickly making a thumbnail real quick, and I'm going to release that at the end of the video. Thiago Santos. Make sure I spelled all that right. Thiago Santos, Jamal Hill. Looks accurate to me. I've actually been meaning to make a video on the rankings for a while. I think I actually do have a video on the rankings when I first started the channel. But since the channel has become more readily watched, I've thought about making another video complaining about the rankings, because I think they cause more trouble than they're worth, to be quite honest. Content. I'm just going to go upload this thumbnail before I forget. Hopefully it processed. Oh, yeah, it's done processing. That's fast. I feel like the more your channel grows, the quicker YouTube processes your videos. Because it used to take sometimes 24 hours for my for my 4K videos to process, which would drive me nuts. So I just released them when 1080p was processed. Okay, my thumbnail is up. It's a little over 13-minute video, if you're wondering about the main event prediction. Thiago Santos versus Jamal Hill. I pray Thiago Santos doesn't put on another stinker somehow. I don't think he will just because of Jamal Hill. But you never know. You never know what's liable to happen. I hope it's a good fight. I think somebody is getting KO'd. Okay, back to the chat. Let me get to the chat. Okay, where was I at? Robert Whittaker or Anderson Silva? Anderson Silva. Romero's a freak of nature. Yes, he is. Hey, Joey, I just entered the stream, but I'm already excited. You should be excited, my friend. You should be excited. Prime Michael Bisping or Robert Whittaker? Robert Whittaker. The rankings literally mean nothing. It's all about wins and hype. Yeah, I mean, it's a bunch of randoms voting on the rankings anyway. It's just a way for them to promote a fight. And it's a way for people who don't follow the sport to understand the sport. They're, oh, this guy's number 6 ranked. Okay. He must be pretty good. He must be pretty good. What do you think the biggest upset TKO for the favorite fighter in the UFC? What I meant is nobody thought Usman knocked out. Thought Usman would knock out Jorge? I thought it was insanity. I have a post-fight reaction on the channel. So if you want to go check it out, it's still on the channel. Every video I've ever uploaded was on the channel. The UFC rankings for every division is all right till you get out of the top 5. Yeah, I just use them for reference. I don't pay super close attention. Who do we want to see Volkov fight on 280? I was thinking Pavlovich. Pavlovich probably makes sense. I doubt, he's already fought Curtis Blades. Plus, I don't think he really deserves to fight Curtis Blades. Did you hear Dana speaking on how Nate wanted the Hamzat fight? Yeah, I did, but it's all bullshit. It's all just spin. I want to see Santos break Hill's arm with a head kick. Okay, that's a little violent for my liking, but all right. GSP versus Robert Whittaker after the Bisping fight. Who do you got? I would definitely take Robert Whittaker. I knew GSP was going to run off into the sunset after that Bisping fight. No way. He would get wrecked by Whittaker. He would get wrecked by Yoel Romero. He would lose to all the up-and-coming guys at middleweight. He cherry-picked Bisping. It made me think less of him as well. The main event is for the Johnny Walker's biggest fears. Whittaker easy. Bisping not the same level as Whittaker at all. I agree. Do you remember when CM Punk signed the UFC? They were hyping him up saying he trained with Gracie Jiu-Jitsu and leaked a picture of him in an elevator with the Diaz brothers. I do not remember that at all. I don't remember any of that. But I remember Dana was like defending it. Like, oh, he's been an athlete his whole career and blah, blah, blah. How the hell is Islam top 5? Because he's been dominate. He's been dominant. So, because Dana White privilege, what are we talking about there? What specifically are we talking about? Guys, we've now streamed Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We've streamed 4 days in a row, guys. I'm not streaming tomorrow because I'm streaming Wednesday. I got to stream Wednesday like I always do. Wednesday, 6 p.m., I will be streaming the weekly live chat. I'm here driving home. Let's enjoy the stream. Thank you, Sinister. Thank you. What would you do to improve the UFC rankings? I would try to get some type of independent pool of experts to vote on. Right now, they literally have random ass MMA media voting on it. So I would try to pull together some type of credible MMA experts that you could trust to vote without bias. I mean, it's going to be difficult regardless. But if you look at UFC rankings right now, let's go to UFC rankings. Okay, you go to UFC rankings. You go to the bottom. How are the rankings determined? You clicked on it. Rankings are generated by a voting panel made up of media members. The media members were asked to vote who they feel are the top fighters in the UFC by weight class and pound for pound. A fighter is only eligible to be voted on if they're in active status in the UFC, which essentially means Whoever we want to take out of the pool, we will take out of the pool if we need them to manipulate them. A fighter can appear in more than one weight division at a time. The champion and interim champ are considered to be the top positions of the respective divisions and therefore are not eligible for voting by weight class. However, the champions can be voted on for pound. The rankings panel is comprised of media members from the following outlets: KHON Honolulu, MMA Odds Breakers, CFMU 93.3, Berksprack.se, Fight News, Fight Network, Gazeta Exportiva, Cherokee Scout, Burbank Leader, MMA Weekly, Kios 105.3, VladUSport.com, Wrestling Observer, Top Turtle Podcast, MMA Fight Coverage, Boxito Mudial, Kimura.se, MMA Soldier, MMA NYTT, Blood and Sweat, Inside Fighting Radio. That is who is voting on your rankings. Little bit disturbing if you ask me. I don't know who any of those people are. I don't know if they are unbiased. I don't know if they're easily manipulated by the UFC. It wouldn't shock me if the UFC was actively manipulating the rankings. It would surprise me if they weren't. Not in some, mastermind, henchman, end the world type of manipulating. But they have ways to manipulate those rankings for sure. Even if it's just through promotion alone. I don't trust these guys from, whatever the hell, 93.5 H2, whatever the hell it is, You know what I mean? It's just these no-names websites, it's just all super subjective. We have no idea who these anonymous people are that are working for 93.502. Sean O'Malley's in a stretcher, getting carted out of the cage with no serious injury, 0.567. I have no idea who these people are, okay? So I therefore don't trust the rankings, and a lot of times they do not make sense. But they're good for reference, But when you have Jan Blachowicz dominating Israel Adesanya, and then the following week in the pound-for-pound rankings, Adesanya is literally ranked above him in the pound-for-pound, that's a little bit strange if you ask me. So, there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed me reading out the credentials of the UFC rankings. Because just straight up strange. Do you think the UFC should compensate retired fighters who are dealing with CTE or other issues from fighting? If so, what's the threshold as a limit number of fights for a company? I think they should start some type of retirement plan. But it's hard because essentially what you have to do is have active fighters fund that retirement plan. And then those active fighters are then funded by the new up-and-comers when their time comes to leave. So the UFC would have to front the initial bill, which is going to end up being millions of dollars. I think they should set something up. I don't know what it is. Have you gone to many fights, or are you more of a fan? I've gone to plenty. I've gone to not quite a few. I've gone to some significant fights, but no, I do not train. What I mean is they both beat Johnny. Okay. If you stream, they will come. Apparently so. Apparently so. Jack Hermanson versus Paulo Costa. I think Paulo Costa wrecks Jack Hermanson badly. Do you think Dana gave Nate Hamzat because he thinks it's a good matchup, or because he dislikes Nate and wants to uplift Hamzat in an easy way? It's because, and I have multiple videos on this, Prison Mike, they do not want guys fighting out their contracts. Nate Diaz is refusing to re-sign, so they're giving him the worst possible matchup. And then Nate Diaz, being Nate Diaz, he's not going to cry about it. He turned down the fight, and they extended him, would be my guess. And then now he doesn't want the narrative of the UFC forced me into this fight, because Nate's super prideful. So now Nate is going with the narrative, I asked for this fight because I'm a badass. And so in a way, it's kind of helping UFC with their narrative, because the UFC forced him in this fight. He didn't want this fight. He would rather fight Poirier or, Tony Ferguson or Mike Chandler or you already said Tony Ferguson. So he's being forced to take the fight for both of those reasons. Because Nate doesn't want to re-sign, and because it's easy hype for Hamzat. If only I had been doing more MMA betting when Punk fought. Gall wasn't even that big of a favorite, and Punk had 0, and I mean 0 paths to victory. Believe me, I know. It was disgusting they even did that. Disgusting. Islam has dominated ranked fighters, though. Beating top 5 guys is important, but when you're dominating people who aren't from the top 5, it's pretty close. Yeah, Islam's dominated pretty much everyone he's fought. What's up, Joey? What's your early feeling on the pay-per-view for 278? I'm looking forward to it. Should be a good pay-per-view. Gane versus Blades. How do you see it going? Blades out-grappling him and beating him up with ground and pound. That's what I think would happen. Maybe we'll get to see that. You know, if Gane beats Tai Tuivasa, I believe Gane will beat Tai Tuivasa. Then probably next, depending on what happens with Ngannou, Stipe, and Jones, I could see a scenario where Blades fights Gane or Tuivasa, depending on who wins. But I think Gane will win that fight, and then that'll be the winner of that fight will be in line for the next title shot. But I see Blades taking him down. I mean, if Francis Ngannou's dominating you in the wrestling, I think Blades will dominate you in the wrestling as well. But you never know. Gane has to be working on that because that's what lost him his last fight. If Alex Pereira wins or loses against Adesanya, what's next for him, and will he win against that next opponent? I don't know. That's too subjective for the future. I mean, if he beats Adesanya, he's undoubtedly rematching Adesanya. If he loses to Adesanya, I have no idea where he goes from there. I have no idea. What's up, Torin Brown? Who do you think Volkov will fight at UFC 280? Pavlovich, who just beat Derek Lewis, would be my best guess right now. Ariel Helwani versus Brett Okamoto in a 5-rounder. Who takes it? Nobody. I don't know. What was the most inexcusable scorecard from the past card? Don'Tale Mays winning, Nunes from not getting any 10-8s, or something else? I didn't really notice any inexcusable scorecards. But yeah, I guess Nunes not getting 10-8s on the one judge's scorecard. She should have got at least one 10-8, in my humble opinion. If Alex beat Izzy, he would defend the title against Robert for sure. No, he would not. It would be a rematch against Izzy. How Jose Aldo would do if he goes back to 45 against top guys like Ortega, Yair, besides Holloway and Volk, who can he beat? I think he's still a great skill fighter. I think he could have success. I think he would beat Ortega. I think he would probably beat Yair as well. Yair would be a fun fight, though. I think he would lose to Holloway, lose to Volk. He beat guys like probably beat Arnold Allen, beat Bryce Mitchell. Evloev is going to be tough for anyone. So I think he would still have a lot of success. Too bad Alex won't beat him, unfortunately. I don't know what we're talking about. What's up, Patty Mills? I'm so glad with the new Charles Oliveira picture. I can't wait to see Charles put Islam to sleep. Imagine he just brutally KOs him. That'd be insanity. That's my most anticipated fight, guys. I'm counting down the days. Listen, we talked about it in the stream last night. What's been the biggest fight since I started the channel? And I forgot what we end up coming up with. It's probably Conor Dustin was the biggest, like, highly anticipated fight. But for me personally, Charles Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev is those once every 2 to 3 years type of fights that my anticipation is at a ridiculous high. I haven't felt this hype for a fight. I don't remember the exact dates of all these fights, but I'm getting the feeling I got for Jones DC2. I'm getting the feeling I got for Khabib McGregor. I'm getting the feeling I got for, maybe Usman Colby too. Maybe not as extreme for that one. This is a big fight. This is a massive fight. This is a highly compelling stylistic matchup where you have Islam, who's been dominant but hasn't beaten the top tier guys, but he wants to take you down and beat you up. And then you have Oliveira, who's just ever improving. The submission game is unbelievable. The jiu-jitsu on the ground is unbelievable. The striking is really good. Super well-rounded. I cannot wait. I cannot wait until Charles Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev, because I really believe that fight can go so many ways. I could see Charles Oliveira knocking him out. Definitely see Charles Oliveira submitting him. I could see Islam getting a ground and pound finish as well. I could see them on the ground and maybe Islam's, on top, and Oliveira's looking for, to roll for a leg lock, to use it to sweep. And I could see him leaving his chin exposed and Islam landing some nasty ground and pound. I could see a lot of potential outcomes in that fight. And just the game plan for both guys is going to be very interesting. I wonder if for once, because Islam Makhachev does have elite level jiu-jitsu as well, if for once Oliveira is going to not want to get taken down. Because for me, regardless of the submission skills of Charles Oliveira, the best path to victory for Oliveira is to stay on his feet. Because I believe, you want to take the path of least resistance. And I believe Oliveira is far superior to Islam Makhachev on the feet. So why not keep it standing and light him up on the feet? So I'm really curious to see how does this fight play out in terms of game plan from both guys. I wonder if Charles is going to be a little bit more tentative on the feet, because even though he has the submission game, why not keep it on the feet when you know you have a massive advantage there? Where maybe you do have the advantage and maybe you will get the submission, but Islam's better than Justin Gaethje on the ground or Dustin Poirier on the ground, or Chandler on the ground. Well, Chandler is really good on the ground, so maybe not better, but you get my point. It's my most anticipated fight in a long time. And it's not that far away. It's August 1st now. We got to wait, what? We got about 11 weeks away. That's not too shabby. I wish it was sooner, though. I wish it was happened September 10th. Oh, if it was next month, that'd be awesome. But anyway, there you go. Where was I at? What's good, Joey? Do you think Paulo Costa would do well at 205? I think he would do okay, but not well. There's a lot of bad matchups for him there. Colby versus Hamzat is a possible future fight. Who would win in a 5? I'd take Hamzat. Did you hear somebody call out Tony? How would that break down? Who called out Tony? I was at CM Punk versus Gall. I think you said that before. I hope you had fun. If Leon loses to Usman and he fights with Burns, who wins? I think Leon probably beats Burns, but that'd be interesting, depending on how he lost to Usman. Chandler versus Poirier, who do you think? I think Poirier. Nate would get embarrassed by Poirier. At least with Hamzat, he can save face because he's Hamzat. With Poirier, it would just be embarrassing for Nate to get schooled badly. Do you think Muhammad Mokaev can beat Malcolm Gordon, and do you think he beat the champ at 25 in the next year or so? About the champ, I don't know, but he will beat Malcolm Gordon for sure. No, it's not. The worst part of the Nate Diaz situation is UFC gains nothing from treating him like this. At this point, regardless of how bad Nate gets beat, he will still leave. The UFC just did this as an FU. Yeah, it's really unfortunate, especially for us fans too. Jeff Neal's my underdog bet of the week. Jeff Neal versus Luque, who you picking? I'm going Vicente Luque. Jeff Neal just hasn't been able to pull the trigger recently. CM Punk versus Juliana Pena for worst fighter. Yeah. How do you feel about Muhammad Mokaev fight on the UFC 280? I think it's a fight that they're scheduling for Mokaev to win. He will win. That'll be a good prelim fight, though, or maybe even an early prelim. I like it a lot. UFC 280 is one of the best cards I've ever seen on paper. I mean, it's nasty. It is nasty. Who wins a striking battle between Prime, Gustafsson, and Yuri? Because both of them are long and unpredictable. I'd probably take Prime Gustafsson. If Charles beats Islam, who would he defend his title against next? The winner, I guess, either Beneil Dariush or Mateus Gamrot, or potential Rafael Fiziev if he beats Gaethje. So I think Rafael Fiziev will fight Gaethje next. And if he beats Gaethje, I think he could kind of skip the line a little bit over a winner of Gamrot or Dariush. Chimaev versus Usman, I got Chimaev. What happened to Renan Barão? He got brutalized by TJ Dillashaw while TJ Dillashaw was injecting EPO into his asshole, and then never to be seen or heard from again. How many pay-per-view buys do you think UFC 280 sells with the massive main event? 600,000, something along those lines, I would say. I would guess. Habib versus Prime GSP. I'd take Prime GSP. Dober got that chin. I'd like to see him fight Michael Chandler. Yeah, that's way too high up the ranks. He ain't getting that fight. How do you feel that Islam is the favorite for the fight? I think it's a little bit strange. I think it's very strange. This might sound crazy. I feel Masvidal versus Edwards would be very competitive. I think it would be too. I think it'd be too. I'm pissed we didn't get that fight. We're supposed to get it in December. Drew Dober, Jalen Turner? Jalen Turner would win. I don't know what you're asking there, but Jalen Turner would win. Who wins if Khabib comes back against Colby for some unknown reason? I'd probably take Colby's size advantage. You were hyping me up. This is a huge test for Islam. Many people forget. I agree. I'm super excited. Charles has not gotten the respect since he is the underdog versus Islam. Yeah, he doesn't get any respect. A lot of people have been, counting him out for a long time. How would Chandler do in a 3-round fight against Colby, Bilal, Brady? He'd probably get out-grappled and lose the... he'd probably get out-grappled and lose via decision. I don't think he'd get finished. Bro, is that the new Venom casual gear you're wearing? Yeah, I'm wearing my Venom underwear right now. If you want me to buy more Venom gear, donate to the channel via Super Chat. UFC 270 card rating, F. 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 Terrible card. CM Punk versus Ariel Helwani. Okay, book it. UFC 280 or UFC 205 on paper? UFC 280. Stacked like crazy. 205 was really good too, though. But I guess because one's in the past, one's in the future, I think UFC 280 is better. If Leon Edwards versus Jorge happens, who would you pick? Probably Leon Edwards. But if Jorge hits Leon like Nate hit Leon, I think Leon's going to sleep. I'm flying from Cali to Abu Dhabi for UFC 280. I'm hyped. That's awesome. I wish I was doing the same. What would turn you off a fighter more, popping or constant in-cage violations? Probably popping, but both of them probably equally. Both of them are cheating. Charles Volk got to happen one day. It might happen next if Charles Oliveira beats Islam. If Usman becomes an actor, you think he'll retire? He's never going to become a long-term actor. That's never going to happen. Dillashaw standing TKO on Renan was absolutely brutal. I know. It was bad. It was bad. If Conor Wood gave Jose a rematch in 2016 and the fight doesn't end in 13 seconds, who wins the striking battle? Jose. Why are we pretending like we have no idea, any idea what really happened in Nate Hamzat in the UFC? Because I do know. I do know what happened. That's why. Masvidal beats Edwards. Does he get a third title shot? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He's never getting another title shot again. Unless Usman retires or loses and then Jorge goes on a win streak. By the way, guys, if you have not done it yet, please like the stream. I would greatly appreciate it if you like the stream. Run up the likes. We got 62 people in here. We got 20 likes. Come on, guys. What's going on here? And we know there's a lot of lurkers going on in here. A lot of lurking going on. I'm going to be releasing my main event prediction for UFC Vegas 59 at the end of this stream. You guys will be the first to see it. I'll post the unlisted link in the chat for everyone in here to see the prediction first. Also, this is something I haven't done in a while. Put in the chat where you're from or where you're watching from. I'm genuinely curious. I'm always curious. We haven't done that in a while. So put in the chat where you are watching from or where you're from. I'm curious, out of these 63 people that are in here right now, I want to know where you're from. Fill the chat right now. Hey, Joey, hope you had a wonderful day. Nothing better than listen to you talk MMA after a long day. Greatly appreciate your knowledge, insight, and great discourse through our community. Thank you, Mike. I mean, I don't think you could have paid me any better of a compliment. I'm glad that you enjoy it. I'm glad that you're part of our community. You're the exact type of people. I'm a big believer in you attract the type of audience that you want to attract. And I believe that's what we've done with this channel. So appreciate you, Mike. I hope you stick around forever. And thank you so much for the kind words. It means a lot. Why Charles Oliveira always looks unbeatable today, but at the same time he looks like his next opponent always looks very beatable. I think it's because he gets hit a lot. I think that's why people underestimate him, because he does get hit quite a bit. Hey, Joe, you got me out of a depression. I'm glad you were here daily. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're out of your depression. The best fights were Carla versus Rose 2 and Jackson versus Lima. Yeah, that were the best fights. Bilal, Piotr, TJ, Islam, a good parlay. I'm picking Oliveira, but I could see all those people winning. I could see that happening. Usman can't talk shit smoothly. He definitely cannot act. Yeah. They're just going to have him in some fight scene. That's what they're going to have him in, some fight scene where he's all jacked up and fighting somebody and probably losing. Bro said, long-time actor, I promise you guys, Kamara will appear in Black Panther once. Or if he is in a bigger role, he won't be Yeah, he's only going to be in like some fight scene. He's not even going to say any words. If he does, he's going to say like 3 words. French Fries is lurking. The guy that asked for the stream is lurking. How much are Venom underwear? About $89.99. Mia 139 is from Iowa. Styles is from Bethany Beach, Maryland. Patty Mills is from Ohio. Antarctica, yeah, I'm sure. And North Carolina. P-Town, I'm not sure what P-Town is. Is that Philly? Is that what P-Town is? I have no idea. Long Island, New York. Oxford, UK. North Korea. Greetings. I'm surprised I'm not blocked. I'm kidding. I know you're not. Hungary. That's pretty awesome. Yuri versus Prime Rumble Johnson. Prime Rumble Johnson would knock Yuri out stone cold. Eyes would be in the back of the head. He would be stiff. It would be an absolute brutal KO from Prime Rumble Johnson. Pitcairn Islands. Never heard of it. The most I've ever heard is when Izzy and Usman. I don't know what you're trying to say there. Belvedere, New Jersey. So, you hyped for Figgy Moreno 4, by the way, from Texas. Yes, I am. This is a fight I've wanted to see for a while. Call me crazy, but I've said this when the fight got announced, but I think Edwards beats Usman. I'm not going to call you crazy. I think that's a very possible scenario, especially just based on the laws of averages. Usman has won for so long, he's bound to lose eventually, and Edwards is very highly skilled. Edwards might be the guy. Sao Paulo, Detroit, Jersey, Stockton, California, Chicago, Illinois. Imagine Marvel reveals Usman is the next Black Panther. Very doubtful. I couldn't imagine Usman actually trying to act. Oregon. Appreciate all you guys answering. Did you see Ali called Usman the best welterweight, middleweight, and light heavyweight on the planet right now? He's got to be the most delusional manager. He's out there trying to promote. He's trying to promote. That's what he's trying to do. I don't know. Do you think if Islam beats Charles, there would be an immediate rematch? Maybe. Depends how the fight went. I would say 50-50. If it's even remotely close, then yes. But if not, I could see Volk fighting Islam next. Venom Gear, Texas. I love that place. I'm using a VPN. Washington State. Prime Ngannou versus Prime Rumble. Who wins? That's always been a dream matchup of mine. I'd take Prime Ngannou, though. What would have happened if Usman got the role of Thanos? Nothing would have happened. Who wins an arm wrestling match, Dana White or Joe Rogan? No idea. P-Town is Portland, by the way. Most people call it the land, and I don't know, kind of corny. The most torture I ever heard was Izzy and Usman on the mic. Belvedere is so small in New Jersey. There you go. I didn't even know that. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. Is Muhammad Mokaev the latest fight they added to 280? Yes. He's fighting Malcolm Gordon. I'm pretty sure the new Black Panther is a girl. I don't even know. I haven't paid attention to it. Alex, we're in Portland. What's up? Keep out. I kind of don't want to see Edwards beat Usman because then he's going to be a trilogy right away, and Chimaev versus Usman is going to take even longer. I have a feeling Usman doesn't want that Hamzat fight anyway. From Beaverton. Oh, I guess you're saying you're from Portland too. That's crazy. Small world, huh? Small world. Would you rather... Dude, this is the weirdest questions. I'll say movie, dude. I don't trust Leon's chin. Yeah, I guess so. If Usman hits him the way Nate did, he's going to go to sleep. As I said the same thing about if he fought Masvidal. If he gets hit the way Nate Diaz hit him, it's going to be done. Why Ali always bringing up nonsense? Because I know he tries to promote, but people always laughing at his BS. I don't know. I think it's some type of personality disorder, to be quite honest. He's just a strange guy in general. And sometimes I wonder he might actually believe the shit he's saying. I'm 50-50 on that, but I think it's some type of personality disorder. The way he acts and the fact that he's always angry. I've never seen someone more angry. It's just insanity. He's always angry. He's always saying ludicrous shit. Because at the end of the day, he's making money. He's cashing his paycheck off of these fighters. So the better that the more they get paid, the better for him. Who is another UFC fighter who the UFC failed to promote to their highest star potential? Nate Diaz for sure. They could have promoted him and made him even bigger. We'll see, but I think they haven't promoted Yuri enough yet, but he just won the title, so it's hard to say. Yeah, I am not like a massive fan, but I don't watch too much football because I'm just watching too much MMA. Why don't you bring your girlfriend on the show one day to say hi to us? She's never going to want to come on. You guys don't realize it's so hard to get in front of a camera. I wanted to do this 10 years ago almost, and I never did it, so that's going to be almost impossible. But I'd like to. It'd be hilarious. Probably get me some more subscribers, honestly. Was the UFC thinking about getting rid of the 125 division? Do you think it's more competitive now than before? Yes, they were. They were on the brink of getting rid of it. And TJ Dillashaw, when he went down to fight Henry Cejudo, TJ Dillashaw said, "I'm here to kill the flyweight division." Because TJ was going to win the belt and then not defend it. And then the UFC was just going to close the division down. And what a travesty that would have been. Joey to 5K. Yeah. Subscribe to the channel. If you're watching this stream right now, double check and make sure you're subscribed. You need to be subscribed to send messages anyway. Help me get to 5,000 subscribers. That's a massive goal for me. My hometown is Belvedere, New Jersey. That's how I met Frankie. That's awesome. Who's the best holders this time next year? Who are the best holders this time next year? Best title holders? I'll say Volk. The first one that comes to mind. I'll say Volk, Petr Yan, and Khamzat Chimaev. We need Ali versus Waleed Ismail fight. I don't really care for them. Do you think Topuria finishes Barboza? Gun to my head, probably, yeah. Conor exposed Ali. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Amanda really lost the first fight on purpose so she gets a main event. No, she had someone in her family just bet a bunch of money against her. Best chin at 170, runner-up Colby, Usman, Khamzat. Colby got rocked by Usman and finished by Usman. Usman got rocked by Colby, so I think that doesn't lend well for his chin. Khamzat got rocked by Gilbert. I don't know, man. I don't know. What about Moreno? Would you still pay for the UFC if it was $100? Unfortunately, yes. Can you tell us a spooky story? I only tell spooky stories for donations. So, we are nice. At least bring your granny. She's a fan of the channel as well. That'd be hilarious. How long did it take you to feel natural in front of a camera? To be honest, it still feels weird. And I know that maybe you don't believe that, but it still feels very strange. So, but it's gotten better over the course of a year or so. Favorite meal: spicy chicken sandwich, pepper jack cheese, no pickles, with some waffle fries and sweet tea from Chick-fil-A, or a delicious ribeye with some sweet tea. Imagine Brandon and Figgy have another tie. Oh, and then we got to get a fifth fight. That'd be insanity. Rosenstruck versus Lewis. Who wins? I'm probably picking Rosenstruck at this point. I don't trust Lewis anymore. Thank God Pillishaw got owned. Yeah. Dude was injecting performance-enhancing drugs into his body to attempt to close down a division. Insanity. Volk versus Fiziev. Honestly, I'm biased towards Fiziev at this point. I'm very high on him. I have been since I started the channel. And I probably pick Fiziev. So how do you convince yourself to face the camera? I just decided I was going to do it. I said, what do I care? What if someone's going to make fun of me? I don't care. Me and my friends make fun of each other all the time. That's why I always say, nobody that says anything, negative to me in the comments or the live chat or anything like that, I don't care other than the fact that sometimes it tries to take away from the chat when we're trying to discuss MMA. So I was like, what do I really have to be afraid of? What do I have to care? The biggest problem was I wanted to be good at what I was doing. And when you start, it's impossible to be good. So what I did is when I started my channel, you can go back, I have all my videos on the channel. What I did was I just said, I'm just going to keep making videos, as much videos as I possibly can make. I don't care about the views on them. The goal was to just improve. That's my only goal, is to continue to improve with each and every video. And that's what I've done, and that's what I continue to do, you know. My videos next week will be better than the videos this week. Just slowly increasing my ability to explain things that I'm thinking. That's the hardest part, is to articulate what you're thinking in your head and not stutter over your words. So that's one of the hardest things. Another thing is constantly saying I still say it, but not as much. And it actually pains me now when I hear someone else say it. I'm like, because it pisses me off when I say it. Live streams I don't care as much, but regular videos I hate when I go So it's gotten better, and I've just continued to keep trying to improve and improve every day. I'm trying to improve. Low level, underrated, exciting fight is going to be Quinlan versus Witt. Wonder how Quinlan looks when he's not on PDs. Good live betting if Quinlan doesn't take him out early. I'll keep an eye out. Best wrestler in UFC history, pound for pound. Randy, Couture, Habib, Daniel Cormier, Lesnar, Cejudo, Jones. I'll say Habib, then Daniel Cormier, then Cejudo, then Jones, then Randy Couture, then Lesnar. They had 2 fights, 280 days, 0 to 279. Yeah, it's a joke. 279 is an absolute joke. So, I don't care. UFC 279, I don't even want to watch that garbage. Conor versus Usman boxing, stop. Diaz, best chin. If you were offered crazy money to do a one-time UFC fight, who would you choose to fight? If it's good money, I'm gonna fight someone good. You know, I'm gonna fight Ngannou or something. Hold up, family betting on a fight where you purposely lose illegally, because that's kind of smart. That's the only legitimate scenario I could come up with, because the UFC is not purposely doing that. That's the only conceivable reason to throw the fight that I could come up with. 31 likes, people, it takes 5 seconds. Yeah, look, hold on. How many likes we got on the stream? Guys, we got 34 likes. We got 34 likes. We got 75 people in the stream. Do me a favor and click the like button. It takes 1 second. And let me know if you're lurking in the stream right now. Let me know. And also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, go subscribe to the channel. I'm tired of telling you guys that. Just do it for me. My parents refused to buy me Venom gear. I don't know what I should do. I should just run away from home. Joey, what would you do? I would definitely run away from home. Either run away from home, or I would start to get violent. I'm kidding. Yeah, if they're not buying you Venom gear, I would definitely get out of there quick. I would call if you want me to, I can call Child Protective Services for you, because that's not good parenting. They should have you a full Venom kit. If they don't have the money, they should max out their credit card. It's worth every penny. Then you don't even have to take any self-defense classes. You're basically an elite fighter at that point. You should have a snapback. You should have the custom shirt. You should have the custom hoodie. You should have the socks. You should have the underwear, the pants of your selection, whether it be the spandex or the one with the slit. Yeah, your parents are bad parents if they're not buying you Venom gear. What's up, Joey? Much love and respect as always. I hope all is well. Thank you, Noah. Thank you, Noah. I appreciate it. Same to you. Moreno's reaction when he got the fight of the night was priceless. I didn't see that. Pepper jack cheese is the only acceptable cheese on God. Yeah, I love pepper jack cheese. Sweet tea elite. Yeah, I love sweet tea. Derek Lewis versus CM Punk, but it's in Texas. Book it. Do you think any flyweights could be serious contenders at bantamweight or too small? Probably too small. I think they're all too small. The best chance would be Figgy, and I don't think he has a good chance. Yeah, I think they're all too small. Who can you see beating Fiziev? I could see Oliveira beating him. I could see Islam beating him. If I had to pick most likely to beat him, I'd say Islam. Scariest fighter of all time, Ngannou with power, Jones with his bad attitude, or Vanderlei. I'll say Jones with his bad attitude. So would you say the King of Cringe Cejudo saved the division? No. Kind of, but not really. Because then he left basically immediately afterwards and never came back. So it's one of those things that's super annoying. Yeah, support the stream. I don't know what's going on. You guys are lurking and watching, but you're not liking. That's how we get more people in here. It's crazy how the streams have grown, though. Who remembers when we used to have like 5 to 10 people in every stream? Now we got like, I would say 50 to 100 in every stream now at this point. So either way, I'm happy with the growth. Which fights made you happy and sad and mad? I have no idea. That's too many emotions to have with one fight. But I'll tell you one that made me sad. Amir Khani versus Mike Grundy. I think it was Amir Khani versus Mike Grundy. Why all fighters get injured nowadays? Ortega, Aspinall, Smith. I think it's just bad luck. How many title defenses should a champion have to call for an immediate rematch? In my opinion, 2 defenses. If you have 0 defenses or 1 defense, you don't deserve a rematch. I'll say 2 or 3. The definition of dinosaur diarrhea. There you go. Do you think getting rid of fight bonuses and dispersing that money to the undercard fighters to show? I feel like it would probably help them a lot. No, I kind of like bonuses, but I just still wish everyone got paid more too. Do you script your regular videos? No, never. I've never scripted a single video. Merab versus Aldo prediction. I'm going Aldo to stuff the takedowns and wreck Merab on the feet. Oliveira or Makhachev method of victory. I'll go Oliveira by submission. If Makhachev wins, either TKO, ground and pound, or decision. Did you hear people saying sleeper fight at Lemos versus Watterson? No, I did not. If I did, I would have laughed at him. Do you think Merab's wrestling will be effective against Jose Aldo? No. Jose Aldo is a very elite defensive wrestler. Good takedown defense. Why Conor versus Jorge is not booked together? Because both of them are big stars. I have no idea. UFC is scared of what's going to happen to Conor would be my best guess. That would be my best guess. At what age did your parents buy your first Venom gear? I had it as soon as I came out the womb. I was already wearing it. I unzipped and revealed my Venom kit like Superman does his S. Yeah, that's the only way to go. I watch UFC fights with my whole Venom gear on with MMA gloves and mouth guards in. I mean, does anybody not? If you are, you need to let me know so I can ban you from the channel. A full Venom kit is actually a good investment because you will make your money back in 1 month max while prize fighting. Yeah. Or you can just become a mugger. I mean, easy money right there. Basically, the Venom gear makes you bulletproof too, so you're good to go. Lemos versus Marina predictions. It just got added to 280. It's been added to 280 for a while, bro. You're behind. I'm probably going Marina, but Lemos could potentially win as well, but I'm probably going Marina. Wouldn't mind seeing Derek Lewis versus Walt Harris at this point. That about makes sense. Thoughts on Figgy in the cage after Moreno's win? I think they should have waited a little bit longer. Maybe give Moreno another minute before they actually brought him in. Something along those lines. But I know there's some people out there like Cough Cough Ariel Hawani that wanted Figgy to run in with a steel chair and smack Moreno upside the head and grab the microphone and start talking shit and this and that. I got more excited for the fight seeing the respect between both guys. I'm tired of this manufactured drama bullshit that the media is just dying for so they can write up some articles. Oh, in cage, Figgy says Moreno's a piece of shit in cage. Type. I'm going to type an article about it. That shit's annoying. I could see Fiziev KOing Oliveira. I'd probably pick Fiziev against Oliveira, to be honest. Who do you think will win the 4th fight, Brandon versus Devison? I'll probably pick Brandon. I remember back in the good old days, yeah, it's only going to keep changing, man, every month. Like the amount blood, sweat, and venom into these streams and videos, like for a stream or I'm coming for you. Yeah, like the streamer, I'm coming for you. Yeah, go like it. I wonder if there's anyone watching right now. Who's wearing Venom gear. Who is the cringiest fighter of all? And not Cejudo because he just plays a character. But no, I think Cejudo's actually cringy. And I think he's just leaning into it as a character. Who's the top 3 GOAT list? First, probably Volk, somewhere, not in this particular order. Oh no, GOAT. I guess GOAT all time, every division. Anderson Silva, Jones, and Jose Aldo. I don't know. Or no, Anderson Silva, Jones, and GSP. And then probably throw Demetrius in there somewhere, but that's in no particular order. I don't know how I would rank them. Can you do a poll on whether or not people want to see Yuri Glover rematch? Yeah, remind me in a little bit, man. I don't feel like typing that up right now, to be honest. I'm kind of getting a little tired. Why is no one entertaining the trilogy against Nunes Pena? Both dominated in their wins. Pena got a finish. Book it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Who would be a title contender if they dropped a weight class? Who would be a title contender if they... Maybe Colby? I think Cody, Kai, Moreno, and Figgy saved the division. Kai with the walk-off KO of Monterrey. Cody, a big name, but unfortunately... Yeah, but he was only there for a minute. I don't think Cody had anything to do with it. Because Nunes kills her again. Yeah, exactly. It's not going to be competitive. Marina versus Zhang prediction. I think Zhang wins. Out-grapples her, beats her up, has more power. They should do Pantoja versus Askarov rematch. Both. I think Pantoja's earned a title shot. Let him wait it out. Why don't you try thumbnails like James? Because your video quality is way better than your thumbnails. Well, apparently they've been working out because I've been getting good amount of views on every single video for the past 3 months. So I'm getting a good click-through rate. So why try to fix something that isn't broken right now? I have a good click-through rate and I have a good amount of views coming in. Is Zhang the third best female fighter in your opinion? Yes. Or they can do Pantoja versus Kai too. I don't think they ever fought before. I don't really think they didn't fight before. Kai, Pantoja, did they? So I don't know. Joey, I know we disagree on this, but we need to make some drama from these guys to make the fourth entertaining. No, we don't. It's a fine fight. It's a competitive fight. It sells itself. Joey, why are you hiding your Venom PJs under your shirt? I don't like to come on stream in my PJs, so. To each their own, brother. We all love MMA. I almost died because my cat attacked me. Okay, well, I'm glad you're still alive. Dinosaur diarrhea. Aljamain Sterling should be at the top of any... Stop it. Pena versus Nunes 3. I do not want to say yeah. I'd rather give up MMA than watch that fight. Saying Pena and Nunes need a rematch is like justifying JDS Kane 3. I agree. Who wins a trash talk battle between Usman and Luke Rockhold? I'll say Rockhold. Burns versus Colby. I like that matchup. This is a message that didn't show up on StreamYard, but I always go back to YouTube and check it because some messages don't show up on StreamYard for whatever reason. Respectfully, Figgy saved the flyweight division when Henry beat TJ and then moved up for a champ. Nobody gave an F, and then Figgy finishing contender. Yeah, I'd probably agree with you on that one. The most brutal head kick was Gonzalez head kicks Crow Cop. Yeah, that wasn't that. He Crow Cop. If Mighty Mouse were a lightweight and had the same run, do you think he'd be the GOAT? Undebatable, yes. That's a great point. Yeah, I like to keep my thumbnails super simple. Is there anybody in here who thinks my thumbnails are garbage? I don't think they are. I think they're simple, but they do what needs to be done. I think they do a good job. If you think my thumbnails are garbage, donate to the stream so I can pay for thumbnails. I don't know. Oh, by the way, if anybody wants to join a great community on Discord, become a member of the channel. You get to join the members only Discord. We're in there every single day. There's about 50 of us in there. We're discussing MMA, breaking news, upcoming fights, all that good stuff. You can message me directly on there. You know, I post a bunch of behind-the-scenes stuff on there, what videos I'm making, when I'm streaming. You can ask me to stream. French Fries is a member. He's in the Discord. He asked me to stream tonight, and so I didn't want to say no. So that's why I'm on here right now. So it's worth it alone just for the Discord, but also you get members, loyalty badges, and custom emojis. The link is in the description, but I'll also post it in the chat if you want to sign up. It's $3. It's a great way to support the channel. There you go. Go sign up right now. I want to see it pop up on stream. You become a member and help support the channel. Or maybe I can get better thumbnails. Why does Carla Esparza exist? I think because her parents at some point ordered her from a stork, and that's why she exists. Pantoja beat Kyle in the Ultimate Fighter. I did not know that. How much did UFC 280 And does the time help Americans? Oh, man, I forgot that's going to be an early card. That sucks. That's a card I want to be on at nighttime. But I don't know. 600,000. Pantoja fought Kai on Tough. Okay, I did not know that. They fought on Tough. Okay, yeah, it doesn't count. It counts as an exhibition. Pantoja also beat Moreno. Yeah, I did know that. He has 2 wins over Moreno. What's up, Eric Clark with the CM Punk picture? Yeah, he beat him twice. Yep, one in the UFC. If you wear Venom gear on live stream, your watch time will go 10 times. Yeah. I need to start collecting more donations before I can buy the full Venom gear kit. Right now, I just only have a little bit. What's more elite, rocking that tap-out gear back in 2004 to 2011 in public and telling everyone I do UFC, or rocking the Reebok gear or the new elite fresh Venom gear? I think the elite Venom gear. The Reebok gear was trash. I feel like Pena versus Nunes 3 is like if they booked Dillashaw. No, Pena Nunes 3 is far more disturbing. Did the cat have Venom gear, Dinosaur? Seriously, Aljamain fought tough for competition. Stop. Do you keep up with guys like MMA Guru and the Weasel? No, I do not. I think your thumbnails are great. The 2 guys Colby will never fight unless it's for a belt. Gilbert and Hamzat, 2 worst matchups for Colby. Yeah, they're 2 fights I want to see, but just have never happened. It's actually super unfortunate that it's never happened. I wanted to see Hamzat versus Colby was the fight to make right now. Your thumbnails surprisingly get my attention. If it gets my attention, it's getting other people's. Just saying. Thank you. When I see your thumbnails, I scream and start punching walls. Yeah. Yes, Billy, the cat had Venom gear. Yeah, if the cat didn't have Venom gear on, then get out of the chat anyway. If Jones could cut down 185 in his prime, is there any middleweight that has the skill set to beat him? No. They are simple and effective. Well, you're the one suggesting that they weren't. Nothing is funnier than John Jones mauling DC after weekend of coke and prostitutes. Yeah, that is pretty funny. Gamrot Dariush prediction. I'm rocking with Mateus. I'm probably going Dariush. But I'm on the fence on that one. And speaking of DC getting mauled, let's throw this. If you're a member of the channel right now, go throw DC emoji in the chat. I'm going to do that right now. I have a crying DC emoji. There we go. Boom. Oh, one too many. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. So, there you go. Now I lost my spot. Okay. I think UFC 280 is a normal time. Let me actually look that up real quick. ESPN usually has the times early. So, let's see. Top events, maybe? UFC. Let's go to UFC, or let's click on MMA maybe. Schedule. Let's go to October 22nd. Nope. The prelims start at 10 a.m. That's really unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. The pay-per-view starts at 2 p.m. Yep. That's what happens. 2 p.m. main card start time for UFC 280. I actually hate that. Burns versus Covington prediction. I take Burns. Masvidal versus McGregor prediction. I take Masvidal. Shavkat versus Chimaev prediction. I take Chimaev. Jakar Close versus Tony is a good fight for Tony and very winnable. Yeah, I think Tony easily wins that fight. Who do you think will be the next fight for Colby? I have no idea. Colby's in witness protection. Best boxer currently: Volk, Petr Yan, or Dustin Yan. Who does Leon fight if he loses? Probably Masvidal. Man, Juliana Pena versus Amanda 3 is going to be a blood sport for Amanda. Yeah. Tommy, what's going on? The badge would come in handy right about now. Yeah, the badge would come in handy. If you're a member, you get a badge next to your name, and it's easier to find you in the chat. Imagine another year of this, and what was the chat's going to look like then. Jones would get stopped at 185 if struggled to make it to. Yeah, I guess it depends on how the weight cut was. What the F? What are you talking about, Tony Trill? I heard Jones' walk-around weight has been 230, 240. Does Costa KO Rockhold? Probably. European fans deserve an occasional early card. Well, shame on you. If Daniel Cormier has started his career at 185 and he could only compete, could he become the middleweight GOAT or have long-term title reign? Yes. Yes, I think he could. 280 starts at 2 vibe killer. Yeah, it actually is really unfortunate for me. I don't like that. It's okay occasionally, but for that card, after it's going to be over, we're just going to be like sitting there with our thumbs up our asses for the rest of the day. Like that's really unfortunate because that card is so good. I want it on at a better time. I don't mind them a little bit earlier, but come on. Started at 8, not 2 p.m. We got Oliveira, Islam, Bilal, Sean Brady, TJ Dillashaw, Aljamain Sterling, Beneil, Mateus Gamrot, Sean O'Malley, Petr Yan. I mean, the card is just crazy. Marina Rodriguez, Amanda Lemos, Mohamed Mokaev versus Malcolm Gordon. I mean, this card is incredible. Let me see if there's anything I forgot. And now it's coming on at 2 p.m. Ooh. Caitlin Chukagi and Manon Firat. Makhmud Muradov versus Caio Borralho. Another good fight. I mean, the prelims are even great. This is a card for the ages. This is an amazing card. So it is a vibe killer that starts at 2. Let's actually do a poll real quick. I'm gonna do a poll in the chat real quick. Are you happy UFC 280 starts at 2 p.m.? Let's ask that in the chat. Let's see what you guys are thinking. I'll come back to that in a minute. GOAT top 3, Aljo, Sam Alvey, Derek Lewis. Couldn't have said it better myself. Which fight made you fall in love with the sport? Anderson Silva, Chael Sonnen 1. No, I didn't say they were bad. I just wanted to say your videos are way better than your thumbnails. I'll take it as a compliment then. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. You think you could get Krause on your interviews? Probably not, dude. I'm basically a nobody. You guys think I'm like somebody. I'm a nobody. I'm literally a nobody. So it's hard to try to get people on. How does Beneil beat Gamrot? Close decision. Paulo Costa looks huge on Insta lately. Would you ever drink his secret juice to make you strong and jack it? No. Costa's actually one of the funniest guys in the UFC. I love Costa's Twitter. He is funny. Luke looks like a stick compared to Costa. True. I didn't think it was possible, but 278 looks worse than 277. I don't think 278 looks that bad, guys. I mean, it's not great. Lemos versus Rodriguez is a good fight. Who do you got? Lemos has been very active as of late. Early prediction, Marina Rodriguez. But I might change that. That time really messes up that incredible card. For me, that card is genuinely 5 to 10 times better than 276. Yeah, it's just a vibe killer. I hope you're still going to be able to watch it. Imagine you got to work that day. You'd be pissed. My cat is now attacking my dad now because my dad does not have on Venom gear. Well, your dad's an asshole then for not having the Venom gear on. He deserves it. I hope the cat whoops him. Is Tito? No. What would happen if Conor never went to box and he had 2 to 3 fights a year since 2016? Who were his opponents? I mean, that's a highly subjective question. Who knows how the UFC would have booked him, but he probably would have broke his leg sooner, I'm going to say. Don't mind UFC 280 starts early. Americans can't have everything. Let's see how many people are happy about it. It's 50-50 right now in the poll. I mean, 10 a.m. prelims? 10 a.m. prelims, guys? What are we doing here? And at 279, I just seen your message. 279 straight up garbage. I mean, I'm ashamed of 279. I really am ashamed. It's one of the worst cards I've ever seen. And I don't know what else they're going to add to it, to be quite honest. Super unfortunate. Super unfortunate. 279 sucks. I know Mateus Gamrot almost lost his last fight. I thought he lost to Sarukian. When can we start talking about the overrated career of Khabib? Fought plumbers and security guards majority of his career. Doesn't matter. He fought elite guys at the end. So it doesn't matter at the beginning of his career. Who cares? If he went 10-0 and fought nothing but elite guys, that'd be all right. No, it's not. You should make your own ranking. No, I can't do that. I don't have enough time to do that. I wish 279 was earlier in the day rather than 280. Would give me an excuse not to watch that pathetic card. Yeah, 279 is definitely some dinosaur diarrhea for sure. My dad has Venom gear now. Okay, he's good. Live stream. What's up, Bernie? UFC 279 will only sell because of Nate Diaz. Now, I think Hamzat has a thing for that too. Has a hand in that as well. Khabib's career might be overrated. He's still the lightweight GOAT, no question, so what does it really matter? There you go. What is the lower age limit for a sanctioned MMA fight in the U.S.? I have no idea. Good for us European fans. KO of the year right now? Probably Michael Chandler, Tony Ferguson. Joey, what would be your early morning prelim routine? What time you wake up? What's for breakfast? A nice hot cup of roasted coffee. Okay, so my routine for UFC 280 with the 10 a.m. prelims. So first off, when I go to sleep the night before UFC 280, I take a nice shower, okay? Clean myself up really nice. I change my bed sheets, right? Then I throw on my Venom gear, and I set my alarm for approximately 9:30. And that way the alarm goes off. I jump out of bed. I'm already in my Venom gear, head to toe. And I go downstairs, pop on the prelims, and start watching the card. Probably don't need anything, honestly. Once you're wearing Venom gear, all you want to do is watch fights or participate in fights. So sleep in my Venom gear, wake up early, watch the fights, make sure I don't miss a single prelim, and then enjoy 10 hours of fights from 10 a.m. to probably 3 or 4, I think. UFC 280 is on the other side of the world. Of course, it's going to be early for the UFC. Not always. They don't always do that. They usually make it a weird time for the live crowd rather than the Americans. I mean, even when they did Michael Bisping versus Dan Henderson, they made it prime time here, even though the fight was in UK. So the people in the UK were there at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. watching the main event because they want to cater to the Americans because that's who buys the pay-per-views. But what's going on with 280 is the UFC has a massive deal with Abu Dhabi, and Abu Dhabi's paying them a lot of money to put on these cards. So therefore, they don't mind losing out on pay-per-view buys. You know, if Abu Dhabi, the government of Abu Dhabi's giving them $20 million, they don't care that much about the pay-per-view buys anymore. Connor was a genius for taking that floor. I don't even want to talk about it. Buffalo Wild Wings for breakfast, 280 for real. Yeah. You got to eat wings for breakfast when you're wearing your Venom gear. And Tony, you don't know what we're talking about. Since you're very disappointed with... Hold on a second. Woo! Since you're very disappointed with UFC 279, why don't you go to Buffalo Wild Wings, buy it with friends so it's not as expensive? I don't really feel like going out and watching it. I'd rather stay home and watch it. Who's a bigger draw at the moment, Hamzat or Masvidal? Probably Masvidal, unfortunately. Thoughts on wearing Venom gear to a wedding? What else would you wear? You only wear Venom gear. My cat attacks every single one of my cats because they don't have Venom gear on. Well, you need to get them all Venom gear. You doing it right, Joey. Appreciate you. Best talker of all time out of the great talkers. I go Connor. I thought the card was going to be bigger in Texas because everything's bigger in Texas. 20 million, try 100 million. I just threw a number out there. I wasn't saying that's what was getting paid. It was just an example of a number. What's your top 5 GOAT list? Mine is Jones, GSP, Silva, Mighty Mouse, and Aldo in that order. I would agree with you with all those, but I don't have it in a particular order. I say they're all in a 5-way tie. Guys, if you have not liked the stream yet, like the stream. We have not got 50 likes yet somehow, even though we got 80 people in the stream. And if you're watching and you're not subscribed yet, what are you doing? What are you doing? If you're not subscribed yet, go subscribe to the channel. And fill the chat with questions. That's most important. That is most important. At the end of this stream, you guys are going to get to see an unlisted video on the channel. At the end of the stream, you're going to get the first look at my UFC Vegas 59 prediction video. So, you'll be the first to see it. Let me scoot up. I always slowly just slide down and slide back while I'm streaming the whole time. Do you watch fights on your setup or in your living room? I watch them in my living room. I have a 77-inch OLED TV. I post it in the Discord all the time. So if you want to see it, become a member of the channel. Yuri versus Rockhold. Who's more of a samurai? Yuri. Do you have a go-to dinner and try to make something special to eat in the nights of the pay-per-view? Usually I get Chick-fil-A, honestly. Or wings. Chick-fil-A or wings. Mostly Chick-fil-A. I think Francis' legacy is underrated. He's beaten how many former champions? Is already 2 fights away from the title defense record. Yeah, I definitely don't think Francis Ngannou gets enough credit for what he's done. Top 3 most overrated UFC fighters. No, I can't even think of any right now. UFC 280 is a great card. Cards have been at the time for Abu Dhabi before. MMA fans always find a way to complain about something. Yeah, they definitely been at that time in Abu Dhabi before. But it's still a little bit unfortunate. We can complain if we want. We can also make pictures of like Dana White in weird settings and set them as our profile pics. Orlovsky's on a 4-fight win streak for sure. He won't go to a championship run, but do you see him? No, I don't ever want. I don't even want to watch Orlovsky fight anymore. He needs to retire. If UFC 281 doesn't happen, they should make Yuri versus Glover 2 the main event. And Ankalaev Yan co-main. I think that makes sense. So, I'm not. Joey, do you have tattoos? No. Here in India, all pay-per-views start at 7:30 a.m. in the morning on Sundays. I like it, to be honest. Plus, we don't need to pay for the pay-per-views. They're free. That's awesome. America's Best Wings, or maybe just some like Sub Shop or Buffalo Wild Wings, something like that. 77-inch TV. Do you think that's the perfect size to watch? It depends what your living room looks like. But for me, yes. For me, yes. Do you DoorDash or pick? I never DoorDash. That shit is overpriced as hell. What is Charles' best performance so far as champion? The comeback KO of Chandler, or the back and forth with Dustin Poirier, or the war with Justin Gaethje? I wouldn't call it a war with Justin Gaethje. His best win, I would say the Chandler win. Just because of how it went down, he almost got stopped. Most underrated trash talker in the UFC, Petr Yan. What you think about Andrew Tate, Top G? I don't even know who that is. I don't know. What do you think is the single most important skilled talent in MMA? Probably stamina. Oliveira is such an underrated trash talker. Yeah. This channel in a school, Joey, the principal, French fries, the cool kids, quit kids, me, class, clown, and I don't know what. Okay. I don't know. Most iconic shorts in UFC history are Tita's, right? No. I would say the yellow Burger King shorts from Anderson Silva. Is a 77-inch mounted, or is that too big to mount? No, it's mounted on the wall. Why are big boxing pay-per-view events always opposite big UFC pay-per-view events? Wouldn't it be better for both to go on opposite weekends? I don't know. I guess they like to compete with each other. I guess they like to go compete with each other. I don't like DoorDash either. Yeah, it's way too expensive. You know, food that would cost you $30 is now costing you, $75. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but you get it. Must be out of the loop because I have never heard of either one of those. So, all right, guys, look, here's what we're going to do. You guys are getting a special early access to a video that I'm going to release in a little while before I end the stream. Here's what I need you guys to do. If you're really a supporter of the channel, even if you've been lurking this whole time, what I need you guys to do is go to this video. I'm going to link it in the stream. It's an unlisted video, so it's not even on the channel yet. I need you to go to this video. I need you to watch it all the way to the end, and I need you to like and comment on it immediately. As soon as I end this stream, I need you to go to this video and help boost it in the algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. But make sure you watch it, you like it, and you comment on it. I will remember every single one who does it, and I will appreciate it. And I will most likely, 99% sure, depending on what time I fall asleep, respond to every comment that gets popped in right now. So I want you guys, it's going to be my prediction for Thiago Santos versus Jamal Hill. Remember, watch it all the way to the end if you can. I would greatly appreciate it. That helps boost me in the algorithm. All right, here you go. Here's the link. I'm posting it in the chat. I'll post it in the chat like twice. So there you go. You can easily find it. Go to that video as soon as I end the stream. Don't forget to like this stream before you go as well. I would greatly appreciate it. I will be streaming Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. So you can join me. That'll be my weekly live chat. But there you go. There's an unlisted video on the channel. What's going on fast? Before I get out of here, just want to say what's going on. We're going to end the poll. Are you happy UFC 280 starts at 2 p.m.? 61% say yes. I am not happy. I am not happy at all. But I'm going to end this poll. Looks like you guys disagree with me. So I want to thank every single one of you guys for joining me. Please go watch the video, like, and comment on it. I'm going to release it here in a few minutes. You guys get to be the first to see it and boost it in the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. And I appreciate every single one of you for joining me tonight. And I will see you on Wednesday for the weekly live chat. And I hope all you guys enjoy the rest of your night. It's only 11:30. I'm hyped. I get a good night's sleep tonight. So enjoy the rest of your night, guys. And I will talk to you in the comments of the new prediction video that's out now. Go check it out. Link is in the chat right now. Good night.